everybody, how you going? Louise Plant here with my 144 topics, and this week's topic is about the power of expression. So there's a little saying that I have, actually I don't just have it, I can't remember where I read it first, it could have been Women Are From Mars, John Gray. So really the expression is that if we don't let it out, we act it out. So, if we're not actually expressing who and what we are, then we tend to act that out in our lives, and we can act that out in our behaviours and in our habits and the things that we do in our lives. So this recording really is about, the power of expression and why it is really important for us to be expressing ourselves. So what is expression? So expression is really us finding ways to communicate. So the belief that I have, and these are always my beliefs, you take them and leave them, it's entirely up to you, is that we do tend to be in a society where we can be a bit repressed or suppressed. We're not encouraged to to express ourselves. We tell our children to be quiet, we're sort of told to be subdued, we're things put in our waterways to make us feel a bit compliant is probably the best word to describe that. So, and if we have the incidence of antidepressants now and anxiety and anxiolytics and the amount of medication that we're actually taking because we're feeling something, sad, whatever it is, or depressed or whatever it is, it's just crazy, it's really crazy. So my message this week is really about just starting to find an expression. So I'm going to use myself as an example because I love singing. When I was a kid, I used to get my hairbrush and I'd be singing away. And then, things happen, and I hear this all the time, where I was in the school choir, and then, the teacher told me to shut up and just move my lips, or just I couldn't join, or whatever it is. And then from that moment, I shut down that singing. I hear that quite a lot. So I joined a singing group, and the singing group, and the lady who runs the singing group is amazing. And her saying is, if you're happy, sing, and if you're sad, sing louder. So she doesn't really give a cahoots or a rat's ass, basically, how you sing, or if you're good or if you're not, but it's just really about that expression in singing. So I've been doing that for 6 months now, at least, about that time, 6 months, and the shift that's brought inside of me is just really great, and it's actually led on to new things. So dance, having lessons and stuff like that is just, it's just opening these new doorways where I'm just seeing the benefits of the power of expression, because that's something that I like to do. So it's given me confidence. I'm singing the national anthem tomorrow in a bit of a choir setup. I want to do my first performance, and you can see my face lighting up as I'm talking about it. So, there are things that we are naturally drawn to, which are gifts within us, which is just us expressing ourselves. So the belief I have, and again this is part of the higher laws belief, is that, we have this geniusness and we have this ability to actually express ourselves. The dog's expressing herself right now in the beanbag. Are you ready? Thanks, Lexi. And to allow ourselves to just express who we are in whatever form that is. So, whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's creativity, whether that's sewing, knitting, drawing, painting, it's really important that we make time for that expression within our lives. Doesn't matter what it is, it's whatever you feel to. It can be martial arts, it can be some exercise, it can be walking, it can be anything that you feel that you can actually feel that energy starting to flow. So writing is a big one for me, I've written myself through quite a few things. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. So another important part of expression is also verbalizing it. So, there are things that we don't say, there are things that we want to say that we don't say. We get fearful about expressing ourselves verbally and communicating. We're not often taught great communication techniques, and I'll probably do another recording on this as well. But just even verbalizing and saying the things, saying the words, or we weren't able to articulate them. And it doesn't have to be in words, it can even be in sound. So, it's really important to have that expression and to feel that power in the expression, because, you know, when you have that release, or if you know, release the anger or the grief, or you express that, and again, doesn't matter how you do it, physically, writing, singing, dancing, whatever it is, and you consciously start allowing yourself to express who you are, you just start to shine a lot more. So, you know, I would recommend everybody start finding some form of expression and some sort of creativity. It is probably the one area that we're lacking a lot in. Our lives are very busy. We spend a lot of time in the busy craziness and the humdrum of it all, you know. Social media can take over. You know, when it comes to Facebook, I can limit myself. I went from hours to half an hour last year, and you know, at the moment it's like 15 minutes. You know, I'm done with that because I want to go and do things for me that make me feel better and make me feel good. So how do you do it? You know, just find something that you like to do and start introducing it into your life. And you know, I really recommend that you find, you know, 10 minutes to start with a day, whether it's writing, painting, and it doesn't matter who it is. Like you're not doing this to sell masterpieces or to impress anybody. And if you're in an environment where people around you are criticizing you or putting you down for that, then don't tell them. Like, this is very much about you just finding a way to express yourself, just allowing it to come out. So, you know, what can be the pain associated when we're not expressing ourselves? You know, you see it in people's body language, you know, very closed down, very, you know, and medication does this as well. You know, we take medication to stop us feeling, so we're not feeling so crazy. A little funny story is when one of the children was having a little tantrum in the supermarket. I actually witnessed this, I didn't see it. But anyway, this child's having a tantrum and it's on the floor doing this. And then Dad was there. And Dad got on the floor and was like, "Rrr!" as well at the same time. And the child was like, what's going on? You know, allow yourself to do that. Like, allow yourself to have the play. Allow yourself to express yourself in any shape or form that you want to be expressing, you know. And whatever hesitations you have about that, you've just really got to sort of push yourself through it. Because you'll really feel the benefits of it in the long run. So, you know, now, you know, just with my singing, you know, the writing, I've started doing acrylic painting like I never do acrylic painting. So it just sort of opens the door for other things. And if you can't do it like 10 minutes a day, then, you know, make it a bit of a Sunday afternoon ritual where you're having time for you, because this expression time is for you. Like, it's just totally unique for you. And, you know, what someone else does, like, you know, I don't knit, I don't sew, it's not my thing, but, you know, I don't embroidery, crochet, or any of that sort of stuff. But, you know, there are people out there who get a lot of joy from doing that. So it's really about finding your inner joy. So the benefits of any type of expression is just reconnecting to your joy. And, you know, you look at children, they do it, they're like, woo, they can play and they can be free. And we become very stifled as adults. Yeah, which is really sad. So allow yourself to have that expression. Feel free to comment if there's, you know, forms of expression that you know that I haven't commented on or spoke about. Like, you know, we could create this whole potential expression thing. But, you know, with the words, know that's really important. If you're in a situation where you can't say the words that you want to say because of circumstances or things make it harder, and I totally understand that. I've been in relationships and situations where it was just, you go along to get along, so I know what that feels like. Then find other ways to express that. So, you know, girlfriends, friends, though, being mindful that if you're going to keep complaining about what's happening, that will just keep putting energy into that. But just write it out, maybe just write it out. And, you know, I've had books where I've just felt shit and I've gone fuck, and you just keep writing it, and you'll find that eventually, you know, you'll run out of fucks and you'll go to shit, because you'll actually be just allowing the expression to move through your body. Because if we don't, the other hazards that we have in doing that is it will create disease. So, you know, disease is dis-ease in the body. So it's really important that we let that out. We find a way to express that. You know, with every body system, there's always a component that relates to it. It could be another video topic. But anyway, let it out rather than acting it out, and have some fun. Like, make it light, make it easy, make it enjoyable, make it enjoyable. So until next time, I'm seeing you always in happiness and health. You have a fantastic and a fabulous day, and I will catch you next time round. See ya. Bye.